All right, Shalawam. This great Millstone, Louisiana Saints, New Orleans camp, coming back at you with another lesson. But before we get started, as always, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. So this lesson, we just want to go into how, as long as Yahawashi is not in rulership, this earth is going to be wicked. A lot of people are trying to find some other way, some other kingdom within the kingdom. You have people saying, well, look, y'all been saying the last days have been coming. I got to live my life. There's no life here. There's only death, because the earth has been given to the hand of the wicked, as it tells you in Job, 9 and 24. So we're just going to go through some precepts and show you that there's not going to be true righteousness until Yahawashi comes back. And, as long as you look up and you see a so-called president, if you see, for those of you in the know, that the international bankers they're in control of all these politicians. As long as Esau's in power, the wickedness is going to reign, man. So we need Yahawashi to come back. So you can start with that Proverbs 20.
God, this is Proverbs chapter 20 and
26.
26. I see it. It says, "A wise king scattereth the wicked, and bringeth the will over them."
Right. It says a wise king scattereth the wicked, and who's the wicked? Esau Edom.
Right.
Going back to Malachi, the first chapter. And again, Job 9, we might have to get that Job real quick.
Yeah.
Job 9:24, because the scriptures clearly tell you that the earth is going to be in the hand of the wicked when the Lord comes back. There's no prophecy that says that the Lord is going to rule on his throne with a wicked ruler that's also ruling. There's going to be the kingdom of heaven, but there's also going to be United Nations. There's going to be Yahawashi in rulership, but there's also going to be McDonald's, the international bankers. That's totally off. When you look around and you see wickedness, okay, the wicked is in rule, because there's not going to be wickedness in the kingdom of heaven. Even the torment of the heathen is going to be done in righteousness.
Right. It's the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked one, of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?"
Right. If not, where and who is he? That's a rhetorical question.
That's right.
If Esau isn't in rulership, who is? If the wicked isn't in rule, who? We might get that Proverbs too, of 29, because one of the clear signs that the earth is being ruled by the wicked is when you look at the judgments that are going on in the earth, the unrighteous decrees, the family structure being torn apart because marriage laws are completely against the scriptures. All right, people's health are just in total disarray because the dietary laws not being adhered to. So when you look at all the problems of the earth, they all go back into the transgressions of the law, statutes, and commandments, because the wicked is in control, man. And it says that he covered the faces of the judges. Who are the judges? The top judge is Yahweh.
That's right.
Judgment was given to his son, Yahawashi, and every Israelite man is supposed to be a judge. And our faces have been covered by this devil, man, pretending to be a Christian, pretending to be a Jew, pretending to be holy and righteous. Just the fact that he calls himself a judge is blasphemy. You break the law, his law, you go in a courtroom and he's sitting, he's got the gavel, he's got the black, the robe on, acting like he's in a position of authority when he's a damn sodomite. How is a sodomite going to pass righteous judgment? Madness.
You said Proverbs 29?
29 and 2.
Gotcha. It's Proverbs 29 and 2. It says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn."
Right, and are people rejoicing or are people mourning? When you go out and about your day to day, you come across people, are they excited? Are they happy? Are they in good spirits because the earth is just under such amazing management? No, people are mourning, man. People are bugged out. They're homeless. The brother just posted, somebody got their car posted for rent. I got some space in the back of my car. I'm gonna turn my car into an Airbnb for $100, man. The earth is in mourning, man. And it's gonna stay like that till Yahawashi gets back. And when you look at prophecy, the prophecy clearly tells you that the Edomites will be in rulership in these last days, and that's exactly what we see.
That's right.
You got something?
Let me grab this. Isaiah 24 and verse 5. It says, "The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore had the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left." And I wanted to bring that out because it clearly, we read the Job already, 9 and 24. All right, it tells you that the wicked one is in rule. But then you have a list of the things that are happening in the earth, all right? The effects of his wickedness. It not only just affects the people, but it affects the earth itself, okay? You got different tsunamis. It's flooding like crazy over there in, I believe it's India. No, it's Libya.
Yeah, no,
Libya.
It's India too. It's multiple places. And even here in America, they got the flood watch for Alabama, Mississippi. The earth is not happy with the current rulership, man. It's not just us. It tells you in Romans that the whole creation groaneth, man.
That's right.
All right, everyone's waiting for the Israelite man to come back in power. Everyone except Brad and Keisha, all right? The Eve and the serpent. They're the only ones that want to keep this wicked rulership going because they're on top here. They know when the Israelite man comes back into power, that's a wrap for them.
It's a wrap, man. The gimmick is up.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, and I'm gonna say this. You know, I'm a nature man, bro. These animals are they inflamed with the wicked one. Alright? You know, I've been watching clips all day of just animals fucking Esau up, just fucking wicked people up, you know? It's a brother was saying this when it was Saturday night after camp. You know, Esau is the only person that's like, he make the animals wicked, bro. How could you have a sodomite lion? You know, that's not even in their nature, bro. You know? And I was talking to one of the younger brothers. He was saying, hey, Esau had done an experiment. He cut off the mane of a lion and then released them back into the wild. You know? That's wicked as hell, bro.
Super wicked.
Like, what would, you know, provoke you to do that? But, you know.
Yeah, when you read about, you know, we see articles every day, man. You got turtles with herpes. You got animals bleaching themselves because they've been eating plastic for so long. You got entire islands of garbage in the ocean. You got space trash. This man is treating the whole world like a damn project building, man.
That's right.
You didn't turn the earth into a magnolia. It's just like, what the fuck? Like, this is, that the scripture says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If the Lord gives you dominion, you're supposed to honor the Lord first and foremost. You're supposed to keep his commandments, and you're supposed to judge in righteousness.
That's right.
But Esau did the exact opposite. All right, the Lord gave me control of the earth, so now it's a free-for-all. I'm going to treat the planet like a rental. Man, but he doesn't have to pay for that, though. He could be saved. Let Jake tell it, man.
Looking for this one scripture. You need me to grab you something?
You can get 1 Corinthians 15. What you looking for?
It was a scripture in 2nd Ezra I was reading earlier. It was saying, pray for shorter days.
Oh yeah.
You know? And I'm gonna get it soon as I get that Corinthians. You said Corinthians what?
1 Corinthians 15 and start at 23.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is my favorite, one of my favorite chapters. This 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 23. It says, but every man in his own order, Yahawashi, the first fruits, afterward they that are Yahawashi's at his coming.
Right. So the earth being replenished, the earth being renewed, the earth being under righteous rulership starts with Yahawashi first and foremost, and then the 144,000, every man coming in his own order. That governing body that you read about in Isaiah 9 and verse 6, that governing body that you read about in Revelation 7, you know, the 144,000 nation of kings and priests, Yahawashi is at the head of that. Then you have King David, the rest of the 12, and then you have 144,000 righteous men. That's right. That's when righteousness is going to go forth from the earth. It's not going to come from anything of our own will. It's not going to come from, you know, the black dollar circulating, all of these harebrained schemes that Jake comes up with that are really nothing but pyramid schemes.
Some new cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, that's...
Yeah, an NFT coin, it's just one gimmick after another because the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. People don't want to accept, like, look, the wicked is ruling over us. You have Jake that understand that the political system is a complete farce, that voting is a waste of time. But instead of just humbling down and saying, you know what, this wicked government was set up by Esau Edom because the Most High put him in charge to punish us. They don't want to accept that rebuke, so they try to find some other way to have a kingdom of heaven here. But we're coming into a time when Yahawashi is going to put, well, matter of fact, keep reading, it's going to tell you.
This is verse 24. It says, then cometh the end.
Then cometh the end.
That's
so
right.
After the 144,000 coming to the truth, then cometh the end. Keep going.
It says, when he shall have delivered up the kingdom to Yahawah, even the Father, when he shall have put down all rule and authority and power.
When he should what? We got to read that again.
It says, when he shall have put down all rule, all authority and power.
All rule, all authority, all power.
That's right.
All right, going back to Romans 13, these governments were set up really by the Most High. All right, Esau's the face of it, but really the man behind the man is Yahawah. He controls this world, so it's going to be the way that it is until he sends his son back to make things right.
Think about it. Hey, in a simple scenario in school, the bully don't just become the bully just because, you know, they elected him to be the bully. No, his power was shown. Okay? They went through numerous fights, and that's, you know, his power showed that he's the bigger man, the bully. You know, and that's Yahawah. Yahawah, he's known by what? His judgments.
Judgments.
All right? And Yahawah, Yahawah through Yahawashi is about to place his judgments over the whole earth, man. And which he's always been in that place, but he's finna come, you know, show his face again. You know, as sort of say, you know. Let me keep going. It says, verse 25, he must reign till he hath put all enemies under his feet.
All enemies under his feet.
That's right.
These Edomites have to be put under the feet. That's why we open with Proverbs. It tells you he's going to bring the wheel over him, man. That great millstone is going to be on the necks of these Edomites. We're not trying to be equal to this man. We're not trying to have a kingdom underneath him. We're not trying to beg him for reparations. We don't want anything from him but his blood. He's going to be put under the feet of the Israelite man, starting with Yahawashi. Keep going.
Verse 26, it says, the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death.
Right. The last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. Death is the wages of sin. So in the kingdom, we're not going to sin. We're going to be completely righteous. That new covenant is going to be completely fulfilled, and we're never going to go off. Now, if the reason we kept going into slavery was because we kept sinning, if we're not going to sin anymore in the kingdom, what does that mean? We're never going to go into slavery.
That's right. Never again.
Ever.
If I could bring out a quick precept.
You got it.
It's in the book of Baruch, just backing that up, brother. Because the Lord said that, you know, he didn't wish to, you know, do this to us, but we provoked him unto that, man. We provoked the Lord's wrath. Let me pull this right quick. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, and verse 6. It says, ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved Yahawah to wrath. You were delivered unto the enemies. All right? For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not Yahawah. Yeah, I could. Let me get this last one. It says, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Hey, and who's going to come make the Lord be remembered? Yahawashi. All right? And what is our job here to do? Is to be that forerunner and tell you, brothers and sincere sisters, hey, yo, our Lord is coming back, you know? But that's another topic. I just wanted to bring that out, brother.
Like you said, the Lord's coming back, so get ready. You know, get yourself ready for the wedding, all right, the marriage of the Lamb. The Lord is about to marry the remnant of the nation of Israel, and before that happens, there's going to be a lot of death, going to be a lot of blood. The streets are going to be covered with dead bodies, man.
That's right. You
got to prepare your mind for these things, because the earth, the kingdom is going to be translated. Matter of fact, get that in Sirach, if you real quick. It's 10 and should be 8.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings. And who's dealing unrighteously? Starting with the chief family of Esau, which is Amalek. All right. It says, well, before we go on, hey, a brother just put in a WhatsApp. You know, they got men who I gotta bring it out, bro. When they were saying like, hey, they gonna go to jail for
that's
not want to work overtime.
That's an unrighteous decree.
How the fuck you gonna prosecute a man from not wanting to work overtime?
That's slavery.
I'll get it after this. It says, in injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right, read it again. Start from the top.
This verse 8. The book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right, the kingdom is going to be translated. All right,
right.
That's the real emancipation proclamation. All right, the word emancipate means a transfer of property. And this earth, which we just read in Job 9 and 24, it was given into the hand of the wicked, and then it's going to be translated unto the righteous. Going back to Genesis, the 27th chapter. Jacob and Esau were both given the fatness of the earth. Esau had to take it by force and rule by the sword, and Jacob is going to rule by righteousness, man. You got the article?
Yeah. Let me bring this out right quick. This is an article from Newsweek. It says, workers, this is the title, workers allegedly threatened with jail if they don't work overtime. Scaffolders at a Canadian oil mine could allegedly be jailed for refusing to work overtime, according to a company memo circulating online. The letter from we can just go with that, bro.
Yeah, the headline enough is like, what the fuck,
enough.
man? What is wrong with you Edomites, man?
That's wicked as hell.
Then they call Jake lazy. You brought us over here to work for you because you were lazy. And then when we stop working for free, you call us lazy. You got a man working 12 hours, and if he doesn't want to work 16 hours, oh, he needs to be locked up. That's wicked as hell, man. But it's all good. Keep doing you. This is your time right now. In the kingdom, you're not going to have any petitions. You're not going to have any workers' unions. You're not going to have human rights. Bro. It's not going to be human rights in the kingdom. First of all, you Edomites aren't even human. So there's not, you're just going to be, man, if you had any idea what was coming, you would just go to the nearest cliff and just jump right off that
check
bitch.
Out, man. Yeah. Check out.
See.
But now I wanted to bring this out, brother, because this the spirit that men should be in. All right. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 13. It says, "Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for few days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch." We should be watching, all right, for the signs of our Lord coming back. And if you hip to this thing, you can see it's obvious, man. It's obvious. There was this one phenomenon. Oh, there's a B on your glasses. Boy, trying to hit a word.
Yeah.
It was a rare phenomenon that happened in China, Asia, where it was like this iridescent rainbow, whatever, and it's clearly signs all over the board, man, that the return of the Lord is very, very near. We didn't cross the threshold, and now we entering into that, that time, man. As you can see, the hour of temptation is right there. We at the cusps of that, all right. But yeah, you should be praying for fewer days, man. Who the fuck want to work, under this beast, and you barely getting paid, barely can provide for your family, just a coon nigga. That's who really want to stay here, man. Yeah. A fucking coon, man.
Yeah, you should pray for a few days, man. You shouldn't be praying to watch your grandchildren grow up here. You shouldn't be praying for, the stock market to come back so your 401k can have this much amount of money in it. Jake just bugged out, man. Jake really sees a future in hell. There's no future here. Look at what the youth are doing. These young women are finished. There's 0% chance that the majority of them are ever going to be wives. They're just on a path to whoredom. Then you got these young Jakes. They're all sodomites, man. If you're not in this truth, you basically a sodomite.
That's right.
Niggas with weirdo haircuts, doing all sorts of lascivious sexual deeds behind the scenes. Some of them, they
lewd acts, man.
Extremely lewd acts, man. This is our children. You want to stay here and watch your son grow up to be a sodomite? He's growing up listening to Lil Nas X and what's that nigga you just mentioned? Wham.
Oh, Wham Spin Ben.
Wham Spin Ben.
That's the man name, bro. Wham Spin Ben. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
That's someone's son, though. That's an Israelite man's son who's supposed to be a prince, who's supposed to be raised in righteousness, but now he's Wham Spin Ben, man.
Wham Spin Ben, bro.
Spot him, got him. These niggas, big stepping niggas. That's the future. If you want to stay here and watch the nation of Israel just progressively wax worse and worse, Nah, man.
Go ahead.
You got it.
Hey, when you think about it, bro, it didn't take long for this shit to happen like this. You know, when I'm still a young man, but hey, when I was a young boy, there was a certain aura of austerity still. You know, I know it, and it was even greater when you know, some of the older brothers were young, man. You know, but it didn't take long for that to change like that. So, like, just imagine 5 more years, 10 more years, bro. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man.
You know, it's no way that the men of the Lord could be here.
Yeah.
It's no way.
Jake could just lose it one day.
Yeah.
Just start stoning niggas, man.
What is that in got one in Mark. Let's see if I can find it right quick, bro.
Yeah, because like the brother said, man, if we were to stay here for another 5 years, 10 years, how much worse would Jake get? You see how bad things have gotten with just TikTok, man.
That's right.
Things got worse from MySpace to Facebook, Facebook to Instagram, then Instagram to YouTube, then YouTube to TikTok. You can see things getting worse and worse. OnlyFans, like these young niggas, man, they have no boundaries. They don't have any austerity. They don't have any voice in their head saying, you know what?
That's not right.
That's not right. I shouldn't do that.
You know?
They just don't have it. And man, if the man's supposed to be the head of the household, and you know, as it is written in Isaiah, the whole head is sick, what about the women and children? There's no hope here. There's no future here. The only hope is for Yahawashi to come back and rid the earth of the wicked, which he's gonna do. Matter of fact, you found what you was?
No, I couldn't find it. What you needed?
Revelation 19 and 12.
Gotcha.
Because that's when you're gonna know that the earth has been given back into the hands of the righteousness, man. The hands of the righteous, the kings and priests, because he's gonna put all enemies underneath his feet. There's not gonna be any question of,
right.
Are we still in the last days? Is it time yet? Is it, you know, when is the man? You're gonna know. You, as is written in Revelation 1 and 7, every eye shall see him. What you got?
This Revelations chapter 19 and verse 12, it says, his eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
Right. It says on his head were many crowns, meaning he's going to take down all the other kingdoms.
That's right.
Going back to Daniel, if you can get Daniel 7.
Gotcha.
All of the kingdoms are going to be put underneath Yahawashi. He's going to have total dominion. There's not going to be any question of, are we in the kingdom yet? What's going on? What time are we in? Right now, another word for the prophets is heralds. We're heralding the second coming of Yahawashi Mashiach.
That's right.
We're letting our people know to get ready, man. The king is coming.
This the book of Daniel chapter 7 and verse 13, it says, I saw in the night vision, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven.
Right, and those clouds are the chariots.
That's right.
All right, Yahawashi is coming back in all power, majesty, and glory, as it tells you in Matthew the 24th chapter. He's not coming back as a lowly man riding a donkey. He's coming back with a whole host of heaven. Every eye is going to see this. Keep going.
It says, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him.
Right, the Ancient of Days is Yahweh.
That's right.
The Most High. Ancient goes into to beyond and or before, and days goes into time. The Most High, one of his titles is Ancient of Days, because he exists before time. He created Yahawashi, who created time. So there's no beginning to Yahweh.
That's right.
He's the Ancient of Days. Keep going.
It says, and there was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
God. An everlasting kingdom, an everlasting dominion, which shall not be destroyed.
That's right.
So if we're in a kingdom right now, which is clearly wicked, that means what? It's about to be destroyed. Jake doesn't want to accept that, man. Jake really want to hold on to some glimpse of hope here in Babylon, which there's no hope here. What hope is there for a nigga in America, man?
Man, look.
The new thing now is, you know, Jake is talking about getting their passports, going overseas, getting a Brazilian wife, getting a, you know, which we're going to be doing that when America's destroyed anyway.
That's right.
But, you know, right now, man, this World War III is going to be global. If the Lord wants to kill you, it doesn't matter where a passport's not going to save you. All right? Don't worry about the little blue book. Worry about that big black book, that big brown book, you know, whichever
right.
color your scriptures are, and seek Yahweh
That's right.
while he may be found.
Because those doors of repentance are surely closing. That's a sure thing, and it's soon too. You know, restrictions are getting tighter and tighter by the day. You know, you got all these false flag events happening, shit like that. That's slowly gripping
More
down.
on the way.
Slowly gripping down. Yeah, like the brother said, more on the way. And it's squeezing the word, squeezing the word, squeezing the word until it's what? Cut off. And then the job of the prophets is done at that point, man. You know? Would you say that, Camp? That's when the prophets retire, huh?
Yeah, that's our retirement plan. Jacob's trouble.
That's it. You know?
All right, it tells you in Ezekiel, our tongue is going to cleave to our mouth.
That's right.
You're going to be seeking the prophets. You're going, hey, aren't you one of those dudes that was? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a Baptist, nigga.
That's right.
Praise Jesus.
Nigga, I know Allah.
Yeah.
Start talking crazy.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, Akbar. Like, what?
Yeah.
You're not one of those guys? Nah, I just have one of those faces. You know, we all look alike with the beard, you know. I have no idea what you're talking about. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, now is the time to get right. Now is the time to ask at the mouth of the Lord, man. You get Proverbs 25:5. Because we're not going to be out here forever, man. Because really, when you go into Jeremiah 28:8, it tells you that the prophets are chanting down many nations and kingdoms. Once the kingdom's brought down, what use do you have to prophesy the downfall of the kingdom after it's destroyed?
That's right. You said 25:5, right? This is Proverbs chapter 25 and verse 5. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness.
Right. The wicked has to be taken from the throne first, and then the throne's going to be established in righteousness. That's the order.
That's right.
There's no democracy in the scriptures. Again, there's not going to be, the only United Nations is going to be the 12 tribes of Israel. All right. Each tribe is a nation. So the 12 tribes, the kingdom of heaven is a United Nations in a sense, but it's not going to be, it's not going to have anything to do with democracy or people coming together to vote. Let's vote on what Yahawashi is going to do. No, man.
Nah, hell no.
It's going to be
do it or get
off with
killed.
your head. Yeah. Matter of fact, you get that in Luke. What is it, 19 and 27? Because this, contrary to popular belief, the Lord is not just this friendly guy who's coming back with lollipops and rainbows. He's coming back to really establish a righteous throne, which involves a lot of heads rolling, a lot of this.
What the elders always say, blood, guts, and ass.
Blood, guts, and ass, man.
You know? But now this is the book of St. Luke, chapter 19 and verse 27. It says, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
And what color those letters are?
Those are red letters.
Right, so Yahawashi himself is telling you, man.
That's right.
And it's a parable. You know, people say, oh, that's just a parable. But what is it a parable of? Of Yahawashi coming back and giving his men authority and power to establish righteousness. Matter of fact, get Revelation 2 and 26.
Gotcha.
You can start at 25. Yahawashi is going to give his men power, man. We're not going to be just... See, people look at us as lowly, as meek, which we are. And, you know, they look at us like, okay, these guys are just reading the book. But very soon, the same men that are reading the book are going to be enacting the words that are in the book. All right? It tells you in Jeremiah that, you know, the fishers are going to be turned into hunters.
That's right.
Right now, we're fishers of men, and soon we're going to be hunting you niggas, man.
The Lord say he going to what? Make us into a new threshing instrument. What do you use a threshing instrument for?
Threshing.
Threshing. That's simple.
Plain.
You know? But this is Revelations chapter 2 and verse 25. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Plain. Power over the nations. And power in the Greek is exousia, which means your will, whatever you want to do. Whatever's in your mind to do it, you're going to have all authority to do it. And you're going to have, that word also goes into having supernatural ability.
That's right.
We're going to have spiritual power. We're going to have a righteous scepter in our hand. And anyone that even thinks of going against the Israelites, they're going to get dealt with. Extreme justice, man.
Right then and there, too.
Yeah.
No delayed judgment.
Yeah, you're not gonna go and have a delayed trial. You know,
get out on bond. And
get out on bond. Go do more wickedness. Then we bring you back to court. Then there's a mistrial. The jury, bribe the jury. all of this madness that goes on. You making a deal with the prosecutor.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
You getting put down.
On site.
Wherever, you know. Wherever, man.
Where you transgress, that's where you...
That's where you laying at,
That's where
man.
you laying at, man.
This verse 27, it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my father.
Con. Going back to Psalms, the 2nd chapter, man.
That's right.
So there's no... Again, there's not going to be any talking in that day. We talking to you right now, you know, as it is written, you know, when the Most High comes back, he's going to plead with all flesh. And
That's right.
That plead isn't talking about, oh, please get right, please repent. Nah, man.
Executing judgment.
God.
You know?
Matter of fact, you got anything else?
Nah, that's all I have.
We can end with that that Isaiah, what was it, 26? Yes. I think it's 26 and 9. Should be verse 9. Because yeah, you people about to know the Lord through the judgment, man. And everyone's going to know it's Yahawah. They're going to know it's Yahawashi, and they're going to know, okay, those men that were talking about Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, oh, those are the prophets. It's going to be known.
This is Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 9. It says, with my soul have I desired thee in the night, yea, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
Right. When thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the earth are going to learn righteousness. All right. The law is going to go forth from Zion, as it tells you in Micah, the 4th chapter. The Israelites are going to control the economy. We're going to control justice. We're going to be the high priest. We're going to be the court. And all justice is going to be executed in the name of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And it's going to be according to this. It's not going to be according to our opinion. It's not going to be according to whatever trend, whatever people vote for that day. No, man, it's going to be an everlasting kingdom of righteousness, and people are going to know Yahawah through the judgments. That's what's going to happen.
Got one more verse for you. It says, let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahawah. You can't show these devils no leniency.
Nope.
In the kingdom, you would not get an ounce of leniency, Esau, and you other nations for a certain period of time. But chiefly, you Edomites, man. You know, you didn't show us no leniency. What they told us,
Pull yourself
pull
up.
you up. Yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Man, you ain't even gonna have shoes. Your ass. That's another story.
Pull yourself up by your toenails.
By your
That's going to be the slogan in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You're just going to be a barefoot, hairy beast roaming the earth in constant pain. There's not going to be any Edomite that's ever going to feel totally at ease. You're always going to have a broken ligament, a broken bone, something that's going to be aching and ailing on your body every single day until you die. Every one of you. No Edomite is going to die of old age in the kingdom.
That's right.
None
you
of
dying
you,
early.
None of you are going to make it to 40, 50. So you, man, when you look at what they did to Jake in Jamaica and Brazil, they were just killing so many of us. They would work us to death and then just get another nigga, man.
That's right.
Fuck it. So that's what's coming to you Edomites, man.
If I'm not mistaken, it was a life expectancy rate of like 20 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like between 20 and 25, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know? That's how hard you devils worked us, man. But it's a great recompense that's written within these scriptures, man.
God.
And it's overdue, you know? And it's
in the Lord's time.
It's in the Lord's time, but to us, you know, we sitting here, we ready to inflict that pain, and I can't even describe a word for it, boy. I'm so ready for these devils to get punished, man. You know?
Justice.
The best word for it.
Yeah, the balancing of the scales.
That's right.
So, I mean, Abaratazah, this lesson was edifying to the elect. We're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalawam to the hopeful elect. Shalawam. Ababa Ball. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
That's right.
That's right.